Hello, and I'd love to give you some ideas for the letter T is for trees. We had a great day with this theme. First, we decorated the letter T to look like a tree. I'll bring it closer for you to see. We just kind of scribbled at the top some leaves and then colored the bottom part brown like a tree trunk. We talked about letter T says t, 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 and we tried to beat the timer. I just had a sand timer, and so an idea for that is just to let your kids tell you the letter names. Just go, fast, one after the other. Let them say the letter names before the timer ticks out. And so that was kind of fun. And that was the way we always do a game to practice the letter sound and kind of make that stick. So T says t, 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 and we tried to beat the timer. And they remembered that T says t, 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 like the timer. And it also gave us some letter recognition practice really fast. So we did some blending today with the vowels. You can watch the Vowel People video if you haven't already. And you can even get the Vowel People puppets, which really help to get those vowels to stick, because there's a little story that kind of goes along with each of these. For math today, we did this worksheet, and you can get the link to get this free worksheet and download it for yourself on the weekly lesson plans. So make sure you go to my website and get that. This was just simple addition. So we just drew the apples on. 2 plus 1 equals how many altogether? 2, 3. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. And I also pointed out that the plus sign looks like a letter T. It's a letter T when you're doing letters, handwriting, phonics, but it's a symbol or a sign in math, and it means add. When we see that sign, we say plus. So the correct way to read this problem is 2 plus 1 equals 3. So we kind of practiced that all the way through. So that was our math. I do have a song, and it was head, shoulders, knees, and toes, but it was the parts of a tree, and it just goes root like this: roots and trunk and branches and leaves. Those are the parts of a tree. I'm not doing it right, but if you get the link will be below, and you can listen to that and let your child have a little brain break, a little music and movement after you've done your phonics time and your math time. After music time, move into science. You just learned the parts of a tree in that song. And so you can remind them the parts of a tree. And here's a part of a tree right now that I have, and you can see what's starting to grow on this branch from a tree. Some new leaves. At the time of this filming, it's about to be spring. It's March. And so we're gonna have spring starting soon. And I just showed this picture. This is of, hold on, let me go to the first picture. There it is. This is a tree in wintertime. The leaves are not on the tree. That's because in the fall, they all fall off, and the tree rests in the wintertime, and there's no new growth. But when springtime comes, you start seeing these buds and leaves and flowers bloom on the trees. They're starting to wake up, and they're starting to have new growth. And so I also talked about how not only are the trees growing new buds and fruits and leaves, they're also growing new rings. So every year in spring, when the trees begin to grow again, they also get bigger. They grow a whole nother ring around themselves. So if you count the rings, you can know how old a tree is. And that's pretty cool, because a tree every year will grow a new ring, and a new ring the next year, and then the next year, and the next year, and the next year. So that's pretty cool. That was our science time. For art today, we made this paper tree. So it's just basically a toilet roll that you slit down the middle halfway on both sides. And then you just cut out a green upper part of the tree, and we just added some little circles. I saw that online, but it's really cute. We just added the circles to make it more of a 3D tree, and that can sit up on your table. And for story time today, we read, let me remind myself the name of it. It was The Busy Tree And I can probably put the link below so you can get that. The Busy Tree is the story that we read today. It was really good. So I hope that gave you some ideas for your day. Let me show you before you go. Let me just show you this week's lesson plans, if you don't mind, so that you can get a copy if you would like. Here it is. So this is the entire week's lesson plans. Here's Monday. And those are all the things we did for every subject area. This is a complete pre-K program. This is our week 28. So you could actually go all the way back to week 1 and you could do this for a whole school year. So tomorrow will be U is for umbrella. So get a copy of this, and it also has, like over here, you can see all the worksheets or either a link to get the worksheets for yourself. So have a really blessed day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.